Canelo Golovkin 3. Do we need to see it? It's going to happen. Is it one that's like you jumping off the book to see? Do you care too much about it?
Oh no, I do care,
Yeah.
and I will. I do really want to see it. I think it's a shame it's taken this long to make.
Yeah.
I do feel sympathy for Golovkin throughout the whole thing because I've got no problem with Canelo at all. But I mean, I've always been a Triple G fan
All the time.
But I think he did win that first fight.
Of course he did.
And no one will ever convince me otherwise. The second one, Canelo getting the second one was okay.
Give a draw.
Yeah, the second one could have been a draw, but
yeah.
Canelo getting the second one was okay. I didn't have a problem with that. But Golovkin did win that first fight.
It pains me, again, I'm a big Golovkin fan as well, that he will retire and I don't think he's going to win the third one. And he won't have that win on his CV. He won't have that proper A-star name on his CV. Pains me, yeah.
Yeah, me too. And I think that's he was always going to go after this third fight because he can't leave it there. It's like Wilder, and you know how competitive these people are, and you do for his own sanity and for his ability to live the rest of his life in some kind of peace. I just really want him to win.
Yeah. You think he's got a chance?
Now it's a super middleweight. Not especially.
I think he looked very bulky against Murata.
Yeah.
So almost stiff like. He looked like a bodybuilder. His chest was all big. I'm thinking you're going to slap on another 8 pounds, and it won't be fat, will it? It'll be 8 pounds of muscle on that. It's going to be even slower. And some people said, it'll help him, won't have to make weight. I said, it doesn't really work like that.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. Golovkin at middleweight was, he was like... It's a bit
perfect for it.
Yeah, it's like Froch at super middleweight.
Yeah.
He'd always in shape. He'd only have to trim off 4 or 5 pounds, make it. He would never be big at the weight on the night as people like to be.
Doesn't matter.
It's just the weight you're strongest at, and he's definitely not strongest at super middleweight. Strongest at middleweight, and that's the other shame about it as well. Because if Canelo does win that third fight, people will discredit it for that reason. And he'll never get any peace with that trilogy either, because people will be telling him,
you lost the first one,
you lost the first one, and you might have won the second one, and then in the third one you waited until he was old and forced him up in weight. That's what they'll say.
That's boxing fans.
Boxing fans, yeah.
Literally, they'll always find a way to discredit the run no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what. He cleaned out a 168. But
it does make me laugh actually. It is pretty entertaining. But yeah, they do. But that is what will happen with that. They'll, people will find a way to kind of tear it down. But unfortunately, I don't see a Golovkin win.
No, I don't see how it's possible. I mean, I don't say you knock Canelo out. I've seen him now get hit by everyone, and it doesn't seem to even take a backward step. I've not even seen him stumble. I know. Bivol kind of made him go back to the ropes, but it was more through tiredness than anything else. It never look like he was hurt. And I think, well, if Bivol can't hurt you and no one can, and Golovkin's hit him clean on the chin and it didn't do anything, I just don't see what happens. If anything, I see it, hate this, I feel like I see Golovkin getting stopped.
Could
to the body maybe. Looks like
happen.
He doesn't really like those to the body anymore.
Yeah, could happen. Could happen. But I do just kind of worry a little bit that it'll just have a bad knock-on effect on the rest of his life, basically.
Golovkin?
Yeah,
it will. Especially if he gets stopped by someone that he thought, not just that you beat, and let's put it on the table, someone he thought cheated in the second time, the lead up to that fight. And that's why that was delayed. So he doesn't like him anyway.
No.
He doesn't like him, doesn't like the judges, don't like the whole thing, really. So it will be a shame if Golovkin doesn't get a win, and I don't think it will.